So we got an option to sack here and jump in with the other knights to win the queen. So knight takes. If he moves his king, we're gonna take his rook. So this looks promising. If pawn takes, knight here. The rook is still pinned, of course. Do I want to check here first? No, because he just plays king h1. And this is defended. The rook is defended. And I can't reinforce my rook, so it's better to just go here. And now we take the queen. And this one as well, sure. Okay, 3 in a row. We did a hat trick. See how far we can go. 2089. Yes. Hat trick hype. Thanks. Thanks for the 3 bits. So I can just take this pawn here. And then try to push this as well. Seems almost too easy. I can push here first as well, and then take here. And of course the difference is, if I take here, he's just gonna take with his knight. Then it's gonna be very hard to do this push without the pawn. So, yeah, this must be it. Cool. I don't... Can I trap the queen here? Rook g7? What's he gonna do? So I could go for this fork as well. But then he can take here. It seems a bit dangerous. Yes, it's very dangerous actually. Yeah, I'm gonna go for this. I think rook g7. I don't really see what he can do about it. Or bishop g4. Okay, so what happens on bishop g4? I say he goes back to e1. I can't follow up with my bishop because his bishop is still covering here. And I can't bring my rook to e8 either. I think he can even move the king here. I don't see anything concrete after bishop g4. Except taking the rook. But taking the rook is eliminating some of the danger, but... Wait. Yeah, bishop g4 doesn't work at all, because you need to defend against this mate threat as well. And there's no chance I have a mate here. So So I think rook g7 is the move. Defense against the mate threat and traps his queen. Best move. Cool. 5 in a row. And we're over 2100. See how long we can go. So can I just take this with a rook? Thanks for the share. So rook takes, queen takes, rook h2. I mean, this sneaky bishop move is worrying me. But when the rook is here, the queen is free to move, so I can actually take this pawn. I can take the rook with check as well. So I think it makes sense to just take the knight with the rook here. I don't see any other move that could be the starting move, so I'm going to start with this. It's a little bit of cheating. Like in a real game, you wouldn't be able to see, oh, let's see how this works out. I guess it's not. Is this the only viable move? So here either king g1 or rook h2. I think king g1 is better. Wait. If king g1, he can take here with check. No, he can't. I was thinking the bishop move here. Rook h2 is more forcing. The rook is still pretty good there. Okay, so king g1. If king g1, he can just play bishop here right away, I think. Because we're not threatening anything. No, we can't, because we take here with check, and then we take the bishop. So it doesn't work. And if you play rook h2, he's free to play his bishop here. Oh, this is interesting actually. Rook h2 here. If I take the queen, he can take my. Let me check. Yeah, I'm gonna play king g1. Cool. What's going on here? We got a battery here. His bishop is already trapped, so there's no need to trade pieces here. We could just move the bishop back. And he only has one square, so just bishop e6 is my first thought here. Then he has to deal with trapped bishop. Double hat trick, thanks. Taking over the lead again. C complex. Yeah, I think bishop e6 is good. What can he do? You can take here, I just take back, and knight here. No, I can't. Excuse me, I can't move the knight there because I just take on h2. Nice. 7 in a row. Wait, I could just take this bishop with the queen, right? And up a piece. I don't see why not. Yeah, I'm just gonna take it. That was easy. That was too easy for 2100. But I see the point, like you see a pin pawn that comes up in games quite often. Okay, so what's wrong with rook takes? Rook takes check seems very good. Let's try and see it to the end though. Because if I play like King G8, he's just gonna push the pawn. I mean, if you can take a piece with check. Yeah, 95 is the move here. Of course, should have seen it right away. But I'm gonna take a piece with the check. Seems like a good start. And now is the question. So he's threatening rook here, which is made in 1. I can check him again. So I look at this first. But he can come to e6. I want to start running with my pawn also. Maybe just rook d7 instead. Rook d7 loses also to mate. Yeah, check here seems to be a good start. So I can't move the king here. And rook here. Checks anyway. Yeah, he can just check and come back, I think, so I think check here is better. King can't come back because of fork. And if king e6, I should be able to run with the pawn. Wait. Not quite. I think rook f7 is weak. Yeah. I suppose you're right. So it's better to block his king off with rook e7, is that what you're saying? Because we need to stop the mate threat here, of course. King g8 might actually be a move as well. What happens? King g8, if he checks, we go here. And the king can still come in here. That's the problem. That's what we need to prevent, so I think rook e7 is better. Rook here, rook e8. But then he might go to rook c7 and then maybe have a... No, he shouldn't have a perpetual. Because the king can hide here. Yeah, I think rook e7 is the move. You're scared. Yeah, rook e7 seems good. I'm gonna go rook e7. It's right. Have to go back. Yes, we did it. That's a good one. The dream would be all full green here. Full green screen. To go full green, I should buy a green screen. Man. Don't want to make any promises. Full green hype. Free rook. What could possibly go wrong if I take the rook? But what we can do is we can close the diagonal. Or can we? So we've got two checks here to consider. Check here. You can just take with the queen and he still has this threat. And if I take back with the queen, then he can take here with check. So that doesn't work. And I need to recapture it. Otherwise I just lose my queen. So knight here. Pawn takes. Then we have a check here. We can pick up the rook. So knight here. He has to take with the pawn. Queen check. With a double attack. If queen blocks, I can take with the queen, so my rook is still defending f1. Yeah, I think I like that idea. Knight g5. And I did look at the check at the chat. But I saw you had the same idea just now. And now I need to take with the queen, not the rook. Cool. You're getting closer. The backup playlist thing doesn't seem to work as well. So looks like he kind of self-trapped his bishop. But he's still pinning my knight, so I can't move the knight, of course. I can't move my king away with some kind of threats. Oh, I see. So we can play f4 and then we can play e5. And we got this. And what's different between f4 and d4? Because on d4 he can take a pawn, and when I go forward here, f4 makes more sense. A regular position. Yeah, so I like f4 better than d4. I just want to cover my bases here and not lose to some execution problem. Because d4, I think the thing is he just gets a pawn for his troubles. So I'm gonna go with f4 instead. Take the knight. Oh, look at this. So it looks like we're having some issues. Can't I take the rook? Rook takes rook here, king here, and then knight here. So I'm gonna at least win the queen back. So I think in the end I'll be up a piece. That must be it. Rook here, take here. It's just a trade. So taking this looks pretty good. He doesn't have any checks or anything, so I think he has to just take it. So rook here, king here, knight here, king d7 maybe. Then just take the queen. And he can't even take our rook. He has to take back, and then we're up a rook. Check the queen. Nice. The dream is still alive. Full green. So the queen check here looks pretty juicy. Don't you think? I need to watch out for this pawn though. But let's see, queen here. Uh, how's he going to defend the rook? I guess he can try to counterattack later on if he moves the king. Let's say king. On king h7 I got rook h1. So let's say king f7. But then I can just take the rook. And let's see, queen here. King h2, check here. Maybe it's not that easy. No, I think instead of taking a rook, we take this pawn. But this has to be the right first move. And yeah, rook takes must be better. Well, so rook takes, king e8. I don't think we have time for rook e5 then. He can just push d2. Maybe not. Alternative here is if we take the rook, he has check here first, because then we can't go here. No, maybe it's fine. Check, maybe I'm totally overthinking this. Like check here, king g1. So on queen e3 we can just block with the rook. And on queen e1 we got king g2, and if he goes back we got king h2. And we're safe. Yeah, I think just taking a rook here. If he goes here right away, it's the same. It's rook here, king, and we got this kind of setup with the rook here and the king here. And we should be safe. So I'm gonna take the rook. Ah, no! No! That's wrong. I should have taken on f5. Sad times. And now you're posting it. Rook takes f5. King e8, rook e5. d2, queen g. Ah! d2 we take here. Yeah, so the king is of course not defending the queen. So d2 is not really a threat. Ah, that was so close. That was so close. Yeah, it was still pretty good. Oh, thanks for that. 12 bits. I appreciate it. Yeah, 12 in a row still. I'm still happy with that. But now he's getting quite late. Quite late indeed. So maybe I'll find someone to raid. The time has come. But yeah, that was good. Let's see how we did in the progress. How much did we gain today? Plus 77 in tactics rating. I think if I keep playing, I'm gonna go down. So it's a good time to stop, I think. We can see who else is playing. Anna Rudolph is playing. Do you have any? Oh, it's just Special Wales. I'll rate him. He's done some nice tournaments for us. Sean. So I play quite a lot of games. But yeah, thanks for the shares, the bits, and the Illuminati moves like A4 and King AH suggestion. They were very helpful. And I hope you have a good night. And check out Chess Special Wales. See you, mates.